Hey Cancer, your May tarot reading is ready. I'm Eleanor and welcome to Pink Pearl Tarot. We're going to start with your main theme for May, and it says plants, growth. And then your happiness affirmation that goes with that, it says become a master, practice your strengths until they are perfect. So I actually want to push back on that a little bit. I don't agree that perfection is a thing or is possible, but there is always room for growth. And so what these two come together to tell you about May is that it's all about planting the seed of a new skill by taking the first step and being willing to be terrible at it. They're saying that you contain within you the blueprints of something great, but you won't see it sprout and you won't see it bloom until you plant it first. So to go with that metaphor, you put the seed under the ground, you put it into the dark, and you don't see anything above the surface for a while. So don't expect your skill to be monetizable or functional right away. You have to be willing to face that invisible, thankless step of sucking at it first. And they're saying that if you can be loving towards it and nurture it, it will pay dividends in the long run. It will take daily effort in tending it as though it were a child or a garden, but in the end, you're going to have this incredible talent asset. So the first question I decided to ask then is for a nudge towards taking that first step, a little bit of help with that, knowing where to start or a little assistance. And you have the Queen of Blades. So for some of you, they're suggesting here that you detach from it emotionally and take a more logical and pragmatic approach. Get the cards straight. Sorry. Create a timeline, create an outline, some kind of game plan for a process that you want to begin. Think it through clearly. They're sort of saying to maybe reason with yourself to get over that initial hesitation. Now, for others of you, this could be consulting an expert. You could be hiring a mentor, or like just looking for someone who has the knowledge that you're looking to cultivate in yourself. So seek out a skilled teacher if you have no idea yourself how to begin. So for where you will see the most change in May, you have the Empress. Wow. So you could see an explosion of creative genius, creative fertility. With the Empress, remember in some special cases that could mean physical fertility, so take precautions if that's something that you're not looking for right now. But there's this feeling of lushness, of life-giving energy that's just rushing in and plumping everything up and making everything feel juicier with that increased potential. And it also means that you're going to create the most change by nurturing something and loving something into change. It's like they say, you can't punish yourself into being something great. So it's like a change in your approach. Instead of trying to punish yourself or cultivate something so you'll like yourself better, it's nurturing something and loving something into growing. So for what will be your biggest obstacle, you have the World. So I had that, Gemini had that last month, and it seems to just be manifesting as it means everything is an obstacle. But that's actually what I'm seeing here for you. It's going to be what happens when you get too outcome minded, which pulls you out of the present where the process can actually unfold. And there's also an element of perfectionism with that. So it's looking for success right away and then not finding it, so it feels though everything is in your way. It is impossible to skip to the end or use AI to generate lived experience. So for the best thing about the month, what is the best thing about May for Cancer? You have the Four of Wands, the Four of Rods. It says stability and community support. There's something to be celebrated in May, some sort of transition or shift. To me, the Four of Wands, it indicates a milestone that culturally we have collectively agreed is significant. And so we break routine to draw attention to it by, like with parties or with gatherings. And it's these types of events or acknowledgments that create the glue that holds society or families together, basically. It's the in-between moments that we live for, that we do it all for. So like weddings, birthdays, graduations, baptisms, group rites of passage. So for your influence or impact on others, you have the Three of Blades, the Three of Swords. This is a little bit of a harsh truth, actually. Your new beginning, your blossoming abundance, your bravery to try something without being afraid of failure could possibly be triggering to some people. So remember this. This is very important. When we trigger the insecurities in others, they don't like it and they perceive it as then they're not liking us. Like, we all carry around little bits of pain from the past. And certain people, when we encounter them, by doing nothing to us at all, simply by existing, can rub those little pain points the wrong way. You can't let that stop you from doing your thing. These are their wounds to heal. And in May, you might be serving as a catalyst for that because of how brightly you might be shining. So for what opportunities you should be looking for, you have the sun. Hey, I was just talking about shining very brightly. Opportunities to have fun, to shine, to laugh, to do activities that make you feel free, activities that make you forget what time it is. They're saying to take advantage of opportunities to get outside, to lighten up, or like to get back to something that you liked to do as a kid that brought you joy. And some of you also might literally need more opportunities to get some light and make some of that vitamin D. See, earlier we were talking about being a seed planted in the dirt, right? And that's a dark place. And while you're pouring the effort of rain and nourishing soil onto your little seed, all of that effort, right? Remember, it needs light and air in order to breathe and grow strong as well. So remember, don't make it all such a grind. Don't close yourself inside and put your nose to the grindstone, creating a process that's just not fun and not sustainable and you hate it. This essentially means to follow opportunities for fun and to lighten up. For where you will find the most support, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So you have the support of divine timing right now. It's you're being supported by all of the many gears operating in your life, being positioned. They're just in the right position at this moment. That they're in the right position to facilitate growth. So like if you're into astrology, you might consider that like what's in the works there and research how that energy is supported right now. It's your time, they're saying. They're saying it's your turn, and that's what is supporting you. So for your self-care directive, you have the Three of Elixirs, the Three of Cups. This goes great with that Sun card because it's talking about making sure that you aren't isolating yourself and to connect with your friends and loved ones. So you're taking care of yourself by connecting with your people. The ones who don't give two shits if you're not good at the thing you're trying. The ones who aren't competing with you, who just care that you're happy and want to be in your orbit because your energy feels good. It's like with the Sun card, lighten up and like consider going to that party or getting together for coffee or host a party yourself. That's Four of Wands there. That's a party. Let your hair down and make sure you're finding some fun time with others. So that's what I have for you, Cancer. Much love, and I'll talk to you next month. Thank you.